I told you, this thing is bigger than Nino Brown, and I got a list of proof. If I'm going down, I'm taking a whole lot of people with me.
Order in the court.
Am I my brother's keeper? Yes, I am. Am I my brother's keeper? Yes, I am. Am I my brother's keeper? Yes, I am.
To this day.
Nino Brown Boxing, and I'm back in the building. Shout out to the LDBC. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. Guys, I've just been thinking, you know, I've seen, like, I've noticed a lot of people comparing AJ's loss to a situation where this is what happens when you stall good fights. And I don't feel the same way about that. To me, this is a hype job situation gone wrong. It's a hype job where it's like an expectation, oh yeah, he can possibly lose to the top guys, and let's just say in this situation, Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury. But to me, it's like a misclassification of a hype job. You know, let's just say Fury and Wilder are A-level heavyweights in this current heavyweight division. And then you see Anthony Joshua, he has all the belts, but he's a B-level heavyweight, right? On similar levels with what we believe would be like a Luis Ortiz or some shit like that. And then we have like our C-level heavyweights where it's like Dillian White, Gerald Miller, Andy Ruiz, and whoever else is out there, whoever else is floating around. Dominic Brazils, all of that good shit. It seemed like the misclassification came in was where it seemed like Matchroom, Eddie Hearn, DAZN, the AJ Protectors all felt that it was a guarantee that Anthony Joshua could beat Andy Ruiz. So that was proven to be false. The 4 knockdowns solidified that, and the fact that Anthony Joshua quit. It's one thing to get clipped. It's one thing to get clipped like Erickson Lubin. You know, it's one thing to take an L like Jarrett Hurd in a hard-fought fight. It's another thing to quit, to get knocked down 4 times and quit. That's not anything about fights being stalled because you want to build it up. Man, they probably saved Anthony Joshua's life. This Anthony Joshua, June 1st, if he was in the ring with Deontay Wilder, the same Deontay Wilder that faced Dominic Brazil, Wilder probably would have caught a body that night. So I don't compare the two. I can't say that this is a situation of, you know, this is what happens when you prolong fights. No, Joshua was never ready. Joshua should have never even been in talks. But with good promoting and slick and deceiving maneuvering, it put Joshua in a position that he was not ready for. So it's like, I can't compare the two, guys. The two can't be compared because this fight shouldn't have even been considered a mega fight to begin with because Anthony Joshua is not on Deontay Wilder's level. It's as simple as that. To me, this is not comparable to big fights not happening. This is comparable to fights that shouldn't have happened. To me, this is like Jermell Charlo and Erickson Lubin type shit. It shouldn't even have been a conversation. He shouldn't have been in the ring with him because he is not ready. Or it's either he's not ready at this point in time, or he'll never be ready. That's remained to be seen. But with Anthony Joshua being knocked down 4 times, being walked down by the shorter man with the shorter reach, the out of shape guy, the guy that doesn't have the prototypical body that everyone wants to talk about. To me, even if Andy Ruiz would have went distance without the additional 2 knockdowns and he stayed consistent, I had Andy Ruiz, he had the ability to win on the cards. Because it was definitely a round after the first 2 knockdowns, I think it was round 4, that these guys, they took the round off. But at the same time, many punches weren't thrown by Ruiz, many punches weren't thrown by Joshua, but the difference is Joshua was on the back foot the entire time. Andy Ruiz was the aggressor. And just by that, I felt like Andy Ruiz won that round off of effective aggression alone. So with that being said, I'm just like, Ruiz, if he would have stayed consistent to what he was doing, he would have won the he would have won the fights on the card. If he didn't get robbed, he would have won that fight on the card. So this is not a situation where this is what happens when you try to build a fight. Building the fight, to me, the only thing it did was prolong the inevitable. And I felt like with Deontay Wilder making his call of Luis Ortiz next, and after that Tyson Fury, depending on who Anthony Joshua's next opponent was, if it wasn't going to be Andy Ruiz, but it was a person that possessed the type of abilities that Ruiz has, a very active puncher, a person that is not going to take a step back from Anthony Joshua, a guy that has great hand speed and great countering ability. All of that good shit played a part in everything. So this is just a mistaken identity of a hype job being misclassified, and last night showed that. So once again, hats off to Andy Ruiz. Deontay Wilder to this day has made it very clear that Anthony Joshua is not a legitimate. He's not legit. He's fake. And we all see it now. This is No Round Boxing. Shout out to the LDBC, and I'm out.